And we're done. That is a hefty looking torch. Let's just kind of drop it right there. Whoa! That's a monster torch. Alright, welcome back Minecrafters. Let's go ahead and head back up to our mining platform up here. I've been AFK for a couple days, so let's see what all we've done. Got quite a few ores in here. These are not all of them. In fact, I have this chest up here that I'm using for overflow. So these are all full stacks. I've got a lot of coal, redstone. We're going to need to set up some sort of processing for this just so we can actually do something with it. And that's part of what this tower is for. You see it's really tall, it reaches down to the sea. I'm setting up area for another one, also quarrying out some of this ocean so we'll have plenty of space to work with. My long-term plan is to have some sort of offshore mining rig style, really industrial-like. It should turn out pretty cool once we get it all taken care of. Anyway, that's going to be a big project. On with the episode. I've been running my quarries on eggplant, and looks like my cache is getting a little low. So let's go ahead and top that off. Come back over here to the stuffed eggplant farm. So we'll swap this one out and let this one fill up the rest of the way. I already got my land markers set up, and this is about as big as you can get. So they're each about 64 blocks apart. If I right-click on it, I'll draw a red line. Let me right-click on the other one, right here in the middle. We'll drop the quarry right in front of one of the torches. Torches pop off. We have the quarry frame, and I will now toss the cache on top of that. Alright, and we'll just let that run for a while. And the quarry's done. Awesome. If you look over here, you can see something kind of down in the water. These are the Tinker's Construct Oreberry bushes. I'm going to collect those. And at some point soon, I want to set up a farm. Just put it in the chest. You can see I've got plenty of Oreberry bushes. But before we do that, I need to make some Chisel's technical blocks, like so. Make a couple stacks of those. I'm going to use these on a matching tower over here. Make it look nice and even. We use our chisel, open it up, and choose the transparent technical blocks. And get to building. And just like that, we're done. So that's a nice matching tower on this side. They're about 30 blocks apart. We'll turn the leftover scaffold blocks into a technical block, which is what the top flooring is made out of. Go up to about Y level 80, and we'll start building a floor. Okay, so I got to start on a floor. I'm using the technical block, the sturdy style, and no floor is going to just stay up by itself, so we need some support underneath it. What I'm using is the carpenter blocks, which has the angles and everything. I can take my chiseled sturdy block and put it on as a texture. Quick side note, if you break the transparent technical block, you don't get anything, but if you chisel it into like a sturdy block, then you actually get it back. Yay! Cool. I like the look of that. I'm going to go ahead and expand that a little further. Okay, so I've been playing around with some different textures. I've got, it's just a sturdy block, got the rusty panels. I've got these I really like, the panels with caution tape, and they look really clean. And I've got this thermal exhaust plating. And this right here is called industrial armor plating. It's pretty cool. It makes kind of a bigger, nice pattern when you get down with it. These are the pipe dreams. They're pretty cool. This is kind of makeshift plating, some corroded chunks. This is just the caution tape with a sturdy block in the middle. Kind of makes some interesting paths. Oh, so I said I was going to expand out a little bit. I did that on the bottom. Doubled the beam and got a little carried away. So I now have a large platform with kind of this hole in the middle, this shaft that goes down, and I'm working on getting the water out. I'm just kind of throwing gravel up against the wall, letting it fall down. Voila. That's the outside wall. Now I need to get the water out of the middle. The reason I use gravel, again, it falls really easily, but I don't have enough of this caution tape block to go all the way down as far as I want to. So I'll just replace it out as I have resources to do so with. Alright, now I just need a clever way of filling up this hole. I'm going to play around with a cool idea. I'm going to make a couple gold gears, like so. A chest, crafting table, get some sulfur, ink sacs or black dye or whatever, and let's make a filler. That looks really cool. Just saying. If you have any design ideas for it, I'd love to hear what you have to say, and also kind of what textures you guys think are really cool. Even some blocks I haven't played with yet, I'd like to see what you have to say. Gonna drop down some landmarks, like so, and place the filler down right in front of it. Alright, take the blocks out from under it. We will drop an energy cell beside it. Now we just need some resources. I have 12,000 gravel in a cache right here, so we'll pick that up. Yeah. Drop a hopper, poke on the side of it, and put the cache on top of that. That's just really cool to watch. What this will do is to fill the whole thing up with gravel, and all I have to do after that is go down to the bottom and drop some torches and just let the whole stack fall down, and that'll clear all the water out. Okay, so we're all full. The water is all out of the inside of this trench. Let's hop on down and start breaking out some of the gravel. Oh yeah, this is not full all the way down to the bedrock. In fact, this is only about Y40 or so, because they're not source blocks all the way down. It's just the water that flows down as I quarried. So we have torches on the floor. All we gotta do is break these blocks. And down it goes. Whee! That's so cool to watch. Avalanche! And then you just come out here and pick up all the gravel. Good to go. Alright, well, I finished clearing this out. So I got the whole shaft all the way down. Okay, now the project for the episode, I want to build an Oreberry farm. I'm going to do that underwater. So I'm going to put probably different farms at different points along this shaft. First one's going to be right here. I went ahead and cleared out a space here underwater. You can see that it's dripping on me, but right now it's kind of boring. I want to replace the cobblestone with something else. I'm thinking kind of like thickened glass from Extra Utilities. We're so far underwater that really won't be able to have much light level coming in. Remember, for an Oreberry farm, it needs to be really low light level. Otherwise, the berries will not grow. I'm going to go ahead and replace the ceiling, and we shouldn't have any issues with light. Even standing directly under this, it still has a block light of 0, so we're fine. Okay, the ceiling's glass now. That's a pretty good view. You can see out there pretty well. And it looks pretty cool from the top, too. This is the old berry farm. It's very much a manual farm. You have to come in here and, just click each berry, pick it. I don't do that very often. That's just why they're all full now. So we'll need a few harvesters in order to do that automatically. Which means we're going to need some sticks, some MFR axes, inventory management, no. Need to smelt some tin and cast it. Make some gears, some machine frames, need 3 of those, some plastic sheets, shears, gold gears, some redstone reception coils, and there's a harvester. And another one, and the last one. Gonna need some bronze now, so let's smelt some copper and tin in the smeltery. We'll cast the bronze, and we'll make 3 bronze upgrades. Head back down the shaft. Whoa! Okay, too far. Right here is where the harvesters are gonna be. I made 1 harvester for each row of berries. This is a big farm. In order to be efficient, it'll probably be better for it to just have 1 harvester per row. Put in the radius upgrades for each one. Now I need to get some berry bushes down here. Okay, placing the top row of the berry bushes. I'm using netherrack because it breaks really, really easily. Like so. You cannot place the berry bushes in the air, but if you put them on a block, you can break the block out from under them without them breaking too. And also, you want to be careful not to touch them, because they hurt. I assume they have like metal spikes on them. It's still a natural defense mechanism that we melt down into Oreberries. Okay, there's a start. We'll keep on going. Okay, so we got them all filled in. I got iron, copper, tin, aluminum, and way over here, just a few little gold. They're growing up. If you want to speed up the growing process, you can water them with a watering can from Extra Utilities, but they'll grow eventually. I'm in no super big hurry for it. The one problem, they need darkness, and mobs spawn in darkness. So mobs can spawn all over the place down here. So we need to do something about that. I'm going to turn to Extra Utilities, and we're going to make a Magnum Torch. But to do that, I'm going to need a couple more of these chandeliers. I couldn't figure out why it was working, but you have to build it in a QED instead of a crafting table. So QED, we're crafting, particles are flying.
Time warp.
And we're done. That is a hefty looking torch. I wonder if it lights up everything or just prevents mobs from spawning. Let's just kind of drop it right there. Whoa! That's a monster torch. Huh, it still looks like mobs can spawn back. I put it like right here. Okay, so after some research, it looks like this will still show that mobs can spawn, but it prevents it anyway. I'm going to put it outside the door. We'll put it here for now, and we'll hide it somewhere later. This is kind of massive just to be hanging out. Same light as a normal torch, but it prevents mob spawns in a 64 block radius. Okay, just to wire it up really quick, we're going to put down energy conduit, also some fluid conduit that we'll use to gather the sludge, and also item conduit to collect the berries. Put the sledge on this side, gold chest on this side, and energy cell on this side. Gonna insert into the chest, insert into the drum. Last thing, we're gonna turn this. Back of it needs to be set to extract. That should be picking berries now. Oh yeah, we're getting several ore berries in our chest, and our sledge drum is collecting some sludge. It's working! Got just a little bit of room for expansion here. I got 1 more row in the front of it that I can do, and then once that fills up, I'll just have to start digging out below and just adding on extra layers. Yeah, this should work quite nicely. Later on, I'll work on getting an actual infrastructure we can connect this into, and making this look a little bit nicer. But that should be it for the episode today. Thank you all for watching. This has been Guy 10, and have a good one.